Welcome back to Ideation Station, hosted by Alien Edition. I'm your host, Electra Eclipse.
And I'm Vega Volcanica. This is episode 3 of Ideation Station in Real Life Outcomes, the importance of bridging the metaverse with real life.
I really like this concept.
Because it's why you're here.
Technically, it's why we're all here. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the profound impact of this powerful demonstration of syndicate potential and overview some of the best examples that we've seen thus far.
If you think about it, the metaverse is already bridging into real life. We just don't think about it that way. Take you, for example.
Me?
No, the viewer. You. Sitting on the other side of the screen.
Hi!
Not you.
Wow.
Because of these things that have happened in Alien Worlds Metaverse, we're able to connect with you. And you're probably involved in Alien Worlds already.
But if you're not, this moment is a demonstration of why bridging into real life from the metaverse is important, which is actually really cool because this decentralized technology has given rise to people who want to interact. Vega, will you break that down for us?
All right. If interaction is at the core of the communities that are the emerging property of technology, then looking at how we interact becomes an opportunity for those communities to not only interact with each other, but also create opportunities for new people to enter into those communities.
Community! So when it comes to reaching out to people who don't have much experience in this space, an easy way to reach them is to meet them where they're at in real life.
While the immediate value of in real life interactions from the metaverse might seem low, if you're basing that value off of how many new players are recruited from an in-person event, you might miss the subtle impact that accumulates over time.
When it comes to building a space for future communities, you're talking about people who have no interactions with the metaverse community in their daily lives. But if they start to see things in their communities that talk about metaverse, like awesome KV and Brewco stickers, then the next time that they see something related to it, they're more likely to interact because it's familiar.
In addition to that, there's also the value in showcasing to our own communities that the actions taken in the metaverse can have a reach that's beyond our own ecosystems. These types of examples can inspire a different kind of innovation when it comes to building the next evolution of Alien World ecosystems.
We've seen a few spectacular examples of this in the Alien Worlds communities through Syndicate-supported projects. Vega, shall we commence with the example?
The commencing shall begin.
All right, folks. If you don't know it by now, the Neri billboard was made possible through a proposal passed on Neri. Custodians worked some metaversal magic to get a mock ad for Neri shown on a billboard in Las Vegas, Nevada for a week.
I would have loved to see that in person.
Me too. And while I didn't see it in person, I personally heard about it, and it absolutely blew my mind. I didn't know that Alien Worlds DAOs could do that, and it challenged my perception of DAOs as a whole.
This sounds like a coming-of-age story in the DAOs.
That's cute. Well, it kind of is, because that was the moment that inspired me to get involved in the Alien Worlds DAOs. So for me personally, to be connected to you, lovely viewer, is a very meaningful example because when people are inspired and challenged, big changes can happen.
There's also the aspect of who else you brought into the game since then, like me.
Right. The reaching effect of the Neri billboard goes beyond the week it was up. The wow factor of traversing from interacting with a computer screen to seeing a billboard has a paradigm-shifting potential that really showcases why in real life impacts are actually really important for the DAOs.
Las Vegas was also where our second example landed on planet Earth. Custodians on Kavian initiated an in-person event from a proposal that also connected to alien avatar NFT characters, lore, and metaverse awareness through performance art.
The event hosted a contest that awarded Trillium to the best story written about how Tavia Obsidiana got to Fremont Street in Las Vegas. The connection of the in-person performance to a blockchain-based game and inviting the general public to create lore around it is really quite unique and sets up a framework for future community members to be inspired to do the same. Imagine what kind of events might take place in the future because new community members see that this can even be done.
It was also the first time in Alien Worlds that a character connected to a project within the ecosystem and it was brought to life. But soon after, another character joined the alien avatar NFTs, which brings us to an example number 3, when Kavian Custodians sent representatives to the X3P conference, a blockchain gaming conference in Los Angeles.
Cavian custodians decided to send the one and only atomic atom to the conference to network on behalf of the Alien Worlds DAOs and represent them at the conference, which is brilliant because when considering how to raise awareness of Alien Worlds, who better to connect with than gamers?
Exactly, and thus the advantage of real-life effects. Even within the gaming industry, having a DAO within a blockchain-based game is pretty unique, and not only that, but showcasing that the DAOs in Alien Worlds are robust enough to not only resource that, but it's representative of the forward-thinking that's evolving from Alien Worlds ecosystem. Seems pretty ahead of the game, if you ask me.
Did you make a joke? Ahead of the game? But you're not wrong. If you've ever been to a conference, you know the potential that networking brings. And for a gaming conference, what a great way to meet industry leaders, builders, and innovators on the forefront of gaming. I'd consider this utilizing DAO resources to gain future resources in the form of human connection.
Endless potential there, which leads me to our next example of the Content Creation Pilot Program, which has become a creative hub for our community. It's where our ideas come to life and storytelling takes center stage.
Well, but let's explore how did we see these in real life, because it's not as direct as a billboard or seeing a real-life character, but was the basis on which real-life characters were the foundation of Alien Worlds lore. After the characters were brought to life and turned into Alien Avatar NFTs, each of the resident lore lords in the Lore Engagement Pilot Program were assigned one of these characters to write lore about. So in a way, it was reverse in real-life impact, going in the direction of, in real life, back into the metaverse.
You mean full circle?
Ah, yes.
The lore lords wrote about also featured our live segments, which then gave a human face to the lore that was written. We interviewed Lore Lord Red, David Harris, the Red Wizard,
AKA the Red Wizard,
and also the lore overlords that direct
Lore Engagement Pilot Program, Atomic Atom himself. You mean the Alien Avatar character Atomic Atom? It's like a circle within a circle within a circle.
It also incorporated the work of an artist who created images with Midjourney to go with the lore as it developed.
More lore!
Yes, more lore.
So the metaverse came back to real life and then went back into the metaverse? Wild! I wonder what future communities in the future will do with that, especially if the Lore Engagement Pilot Program proves to be successful. Well, Vega, shall we reveal the last example?
It's time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're especially excited about this last part because it was a wild moment for Alien Worlds and our lovely communities here. Our final example are, of course, the interplanetary transmissions in New York City's world-famous Times Square. These faces, as well as Season 2 of the Alien Avatar NFTs, were displayed on a billboard in Times Square. In real life, achieved!
Not only that, but viewers who were with us during the live segment had the chance to watch with us and screen grab images of the billboards live.
They got to play a game and win prizes. In real life and in real time. And though we're all in different places, it gave our community the chance to experience something together at the same time. And that was having an in real life impact in a different place in which none of us were actually in. I love that.
Moments like that can really foster a sense of community through shared experience, but also demonstrate to the community that they're important enough to be included in something so monumental.
It also became a shining example of what the DAOs are capable of and how they can support projects within the space. Alien Avatars is a GHubs recipient, supported in part by Alien Edition, which is supported in part by proposals from the DAOs and both put on a billboard in Times Square, in part by support from a proposal.
We as a community within Alien Worlds are participating in the writing of metaverse history. The actions we take now set precedent for what future communities can look for creative inspiration and shift paradigms around what people think are possible from DAOs.
Usually when you play a game, the actions you do in the game stay in the game. But the part of the wonderful and unique potential of Alien Worlds DAOs is its ability to transcend the game and create real-life effects. And as an industry leader, DeCoco also has been able to utilize these actions to set Alien Worlds apart when on the main stage, like when we recently saw it at the conference in Zebu during a panel where DeCoco CEO and Alien Worlds co-founder Sarah McKenna spoke about the interplanetary transmissions as an example of what Alien World DAOs are capable of.
From a marketing perspective, moments like this are powerful tools that demonstrate innovation and bravery to try something that's very out of the box.
Bravery, just like the Neri billboard, doing performances in Las Vegas to see lore creation, to creating pilot programs to build lore with community members, to sending community members to conferences, It's really cool to see so many rich examples of what is possible from the Alien World syndicates and communities.
Decentralized governance empowers communities to create more resilient, equitable, and prosperous ecosystems that mirror the values and aspirations of their members.
It's a call to action for metaverse enthusiasts everywhere. The metaverse isn't just a digital realm, it's a force for change in the real world.
Well, this concludes episode 3 of Ideation Station, hosted by Alien Edition. We'll look forward to seeing what new creations emerge in the next coming months.
So, explorers, get out into the metaverse and make some magic happen. Follow us on Twitter @EditionAlien, join our Telegram channel, Alien Edition Chat, and join our new Discord, Alien Edition.
And don't forget to smash that like button.
Until next time, it's time to mine!